So getting a job helped me to finally hit the $10,000 a month milestone, so 6 figures a year. And when I talk about this, most people say that having a 9 to 5 job is terrible, and that's true to some extent, but at the same time, there is not such a thing as a good decision, bad decision, black or white, true or false. I believe that there is always something in the middle, right? In some cases, for example, having a job can help you. And let me talk about my story in a minute, but here, in some cases, having a 9 to 5 job, yeah, maybe that's not the best idea, but in others, that can be the first step to become really successful, because this is what helped me to go from $0 to $16,000 in just 50 days. And this is the first time that I launched an agency, and still I was able to get these results because of the experiences that I got. But let me explain that. I have my notes right here just to keep everything really concise, really short. But basically, I started my journey a couple of years ago. I tried every single model that you can think about: dropshipping, Amazon FBA, affiliate marketing, Forex. I sold info products, and I even was a real estate agent for some time. But the thing is that after years, nothing worked out. And when I say nothing worked out, I literally mean that nothing worked out. It was failure after failure after failure, and I was paying for courses, coaching programs, events, and still nothing was really working out. But then, once I launched my coaching business, I was able to start getting some traction. I was able to get a client for $2,000 in my first 6 weeks, 7 weeks. And then after that point, I thought that I felt that I was going too slowly. I felt like I was not doing the right things. So because I wanted to quit in the same week, I decided to apply for an appointment setter position. And it's really funny, this will seem like a made-up story, but in the same day that I got my client, just 3 hours after that, I got the offer to work as an appointment setter. I only applied for one job, and still I got the offer, and it was, the rest is history, because with this kind of offer that we were promoting, with this kind of job, everything started to change. Finally, things started to work out. And here, I accepted this offer. Basically, I said, you know what, I will give a refund to my client because I know that there is a bigger potential here if I work with this company. So that's what I did. And in the first month, I generated $30,000 cash collected for them. And then in the next 2 to 3 months, I ended up generating around $200,000 cash collected for them. This was around $100,000 a month in revenue. And here, this is the cool part. After working with them, I decided to launch my appointment setting agency, and only 30 days, 40 days after that, I ended up hitting my first $10.5 thousand in 35 days. So you can see that having a job, having a 9 to 5 job was actually something really useful. And let me talk about that in a minute, because I want to explain why this was such an important step in my life, and why maybe if this is you, why this can be so useful for you as well. So I was able to hit $10,000 a month, but the biggest breakthrough here, the biggest thing that I want you guys to understand is that this is the first time that I launched an agency. This was technically my first month with an agency in SMMA. You know, this was my first month, and I was able to go from 0 to 10K. And I'm not trying to say like I am not trying to explain this like, you know, I don't want to come across like someone that is showing off. I'm just trying to say that this is what I experienced, and I think that this is something that you guys can experience as well if you follow kind of like the same journey that I had. Because again, I was failing and failing and failing and failing. I was failing for years, but with this kind of change, just by getting a job in the right company, I was able to finally get the results that I wanted. So having this position helped me a lot. Having a job helped me. Having a 9 to 5 was the key for me, was the key to get this kind of success. So let me show my screen, because I want to explain exactly why this is so important, why this helped me so much. So here, let me explain why I got this kind of results just by having this job, because most people won't expect this. And right now we are actually looking for more members, more people that are hungry, that want to join our team, because this is the same thing that we can share with them. So I got the opportunity to work as an appointment setter, but at the same time, now we're helping other appointment setters to get the same thing, right? Other people to get the same skills, and other people to achieve the same thing that we achieved. So here, I was successful, not I was successful, but this was a really successful situation because I had the opportunity to see what success looked like. How much money you collect when you get a new client, when you sell a high ticket program, how often we get the payments, how much they pay, how they react to their payment, how the offer works for them. I was able to see the behind the scenes, and in general, I was able to see how success looks like. So that is the first point. The second point is that I was working with sharks. They showed me how they reacted to problems. They showed me how they were performing, you know. They showed me the level that they needed. They helped me to level up, and they showed me how success looks like. Again, I am gonna repeat the same thing because when you see success like that, that's when you want the same thing, and when you see like, okay, so this is something that I can achieve as well, and things start to work out because now you have this clear idea of how success looks like. So I could see how they perform, and I was stuck for years, and it was clear why I was in that position for years. I was not performing, I was too afraid of everything, and when I had this experience, I was like, man, I need to change. I also had the chance to learn a high income skill while I was getting paid. So technically speaking, a multiple six-figure entrepreneur was paying me to show me how to get something done. In this case, appointment setting. And this is something that you can experience as well. If you get this kind of job, you're gonna get paid to learn high income skills. The next part is that I was able to see the behind the scenes of a six-figure coaching business and then an eight-figure business. Because I was working for this company, but at the same time, another eight-figure business. They were helping us. They were sharing with us what they were doing, what they were not doing, what were the methods and the strategies that were working for them, and that was really, really insightful. And I saw what they were doing right, what they were doing wrong, what we could improve, because even though these companies are making a lot of money, they are not flawless, right? They are still making a lot of mistakes, and that's something that you will see in the behind the scenes only. And I had the chance also to leverage the results that I got to my next venture. So I was able to say, I generated $200,000 as an appointment setter because I actually did that, you know? And when you go to a client and when you talk about those results, it is very, I am not gonna say that it is simple to get that client because still, it's not like this is gonna help you massively, but this is gonna help you to open the door to this business relationship, to this partnership, right? I think that's the word in English, but you know, more people will open the doors to their business if you show that you got these results. Because here, another situation is that I was able to find a really big problem that needed solutions. So when I launched my business, my only goal was to solve that problem, was to find a solution to those problems that I faced when I was an appointment setter, the problems that I faced when I was a part of this company. Because I didn't create this business just because I wanted to have an agency, just because I said, you know, I want to have an agency because that was me. I said, I want to have a dropshipping business, I want to have real estate properties, I want to do trading, I want to do Forex, you know, I wanted to do that just because I wanted to do that, if that makes sense. But in this case, I wanted to launch this business just because I wanted to solve a problem. Most people, and even that was my situation, you try to launch a business after you watch a lot of videos from a course and you try to do the same thing that everybody else is doing, but that's a huge problem because now you're trying to do something that you want. You are not giving the market exactly what they want because the market only wants something, and if you try to do the same thing as others, then you're gonna end up competing with thousands of millions of people, right? And in this case, for example, when I launched this appointment setting agency, I didn't have a course anymore. There was not a course about how to launch your appointment setting agency. I only had a few YouTube videos where some people talked about what they offered, how they launched their appointment setting agency. That was the only thing that I had. But for the first time, I was able to hit this $10,000 a month milestone. But at the same time, like I said, I was able to do this because not a lot of people are doing that, right? It is harder to solve this kind of problem instead of just selling the usual services that you will see online with SMMA or with other businesses, right? Or with other coaching programs. It could be anything when it comes to high ticket. So I was not doing what everybody else was doing. And when I launched this business, like I said, I didn't have a program, I didn't have a course. And this is important because you don't want to be 1,000 person that sells the same offer. You want to be the only person that has the solution, and you want to solve a really big problem, not a problem that you learned in a course. It is important to say that I also took bigger risks compared to my appointment setter friends, right? I had a lot of appointment setter friends. I connected with a lot of people. Some of them were making way more than me. Some of them were not making that much money, but still, the person that takes the biggest risks, the person that takes the initiative, the person that has the desire to make things happen will make things happen. So in my case, I see that a lot of people are making way more than me. They made way more when they were appointment setters, or way more with their business, and still they are in the same place because they are not taking bigger risks. They are not taking bigger chances. So this is also important to say, because yes, I had experience, yes, I worked for them, yes, I got the results, but at the same time, I took bigger risks. I decided to move to a different city, I decided to take new decisions, I decided to hire an appointment setter. Things were hard, but they were worth it, right? But here, in summary, let me go back right here. Here, in summary, I saw that when I was working for this company, I saw what was necessary to have a $1 million a year business. But this is something that will be almost impossible to see if you try to do this on your own. I mean, you can do that, but it will take you a long time, right? And if you join one company that is already making this kind of money, then you have like a shortcut. You have like a shortcut because you can become an appointment setter, you can work for them, you can do something for them. In this case, you can have a job, but you will have these insights, and believe me guys, you're gonna end up creating something that is super, super big after you leave that company. So in this case, if you are in that position, in the same position that I was a couple of years ago, then let me show you an opportunity that I have inside our company. Right now we need 2 team members for our company, people who are hungry, people that want to grow, people that want to go with us from 10K a month to 100K a month. So if you decide that this is something for you, you can apply below. I will leave a link. You can click that link, you can fill out the form, and yeah, you can send a short video. You will have to send a short video of 2 to 3 minutes going over your story, your past experiences, your goals, why you should be considered for this role, and then I will get back to you. But the idea here is that you can get the same skills that helped us to go from $0 to $16,000 cash collected in 50 days. You can get the same skills, you can get the same mindset, you can see how success looks like, and at the same time, later, you can use those skills to launch your own business. I will be happy to help you to do that, to launch that. But at the same time, I want only people who are hungry, because this is about performing, right? When I started working as an appointment setter, that was the only thing, right? You need to perform, or otherwise you will go. That was something that I was told almost every day. So that's exactly what we want. We want people who are hungry, people who are committed, people who want to achieve massive things. And if you feel like you are stuck, then maybe there is something that you need to change. In my case, when I got this job, finally things started to change. And we also need 3 appointment setters for our clients. They are making around $5,000 to $50,000 a month, and they need also people who are committed, people who are hungry. So you can either work with us and help us to go from 10K to 100K. Come with us, join our team, we can grow together, or I can also place you with one of my clients who are successful as well. So you can expect to earn $5,000 to $10,000 in the first 2 weeks, while you get these high income skills that you can later use in any business, in any project, and believe me, these are skills that you will always use. So if this is for you, again, let me repeat that. You can click the link below. You will have to fill out the form, send a short video, 2 to 3 minutes going over your story, and then I will get back to you, and the training starts really soon. We're gonna start probably tomorrow, yeah. So that's it for this video, guys. Hopefully this was valuable. This was something that I learned in the last few months. Having this kind of job helped me to finally get the results that I wanted, and I want you guys to get the same results. So it's not always necessary to work with me or with our team. The main takeaway here is that maybe having a job, maybe getting a 9 to 5 is not a bad idea, right? Because in this world, you will hear a lot of people that say, yeah, having a 9 to 5 is bad. But no, when you have a job, sometimes you can make even more money than the business owner, because the business owner has to pay for more things. The business owner has to pay for a bunch of things, he has to deal with more problems, and if you get this kind of job, you can make more profit in some cases, and you can get skills that you can later use for your business. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If this is interesting for you, like I said, I will leave a link down below. But that's exactly what I learned. Having this kind of job helped me to get to this point. So that is the biggest takeaway. If you have more questions about that, if you experience the same thing, leave a comment below, leave a like, subscribe to this channel, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.